Welcome back to the channel JF Coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins in US history, the 1983 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. You may have heard stories about how a single penny can be worth millions of dollars. Well, stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this tiny coin has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists around the world, with one specimen rumored to be worth a staggering $18 million. Before we get into the specifics of the 1983 D penny, let's take a quick trip down memory lane to understand the Lincoln penny's origins. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Victor David Brenner, a renowned sculptor, designed the coin. His initials, VDB, appeared prominently on the reverse side in its first year of production, but due to public backlash, they were quickly removed and later reinstated in a smaller size in 1918. Over the years, the Lincoln penny underwent various design changes, including the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959 and the current Shield Reverse in 2010. The 1983 D Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, is not just any ordinary coin. To understand its significance, let's delve into what makes it so unique. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major change in the composition of pennies. Due to rising copper prices, the Mint decided to switch from a mostly copper alloy to a predominantly zinc composition, 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. This transition led to some interesting errors and anomalies in both 1982 and 1983 pennies. Coins from the early 1980s are notorious for their errors. The 1983 D Lincoln penny is particularly famous for a rare double die reverse error. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, resulting in a doubled appearance on certain features like the lettering or design elements. Collectors are always on the hunt for such errors because they are rare and can significantly increase a coin's value. While 1983 pennies were supposed to be made of zinc with a copper coating, a few were accidentally struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. These copper 1983 pennies are extremely rare and highly valuable. A genuine 1983 D penny struck on a copper planchet weighs approximately 3.11 grams, compared to the standard zinc penny, which weighs 2.5 grams. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping $18 million valuation. While number 1983 D penny has officially sold for this amount yet, rumors and speculative valuations suggest that a perfect condition specimen with an extraordinary error could fetch such a price in the right market. Coin collectors and investors are willing to pay astronomical sums for rare coins with historical significance and pristine condition. One reason for the high valuation is the rarity of certain errors. For example, a 1983 D penny with a clear double die reverse in mint state could easily command a price in the 6 or 7 figures. Add in a unique historical context or provenance, and the value skyrockets. If you're wondering whether you might have a treasure hidden in your loose change, here's what to look for. Use a precise digital scale to weigh your penny. If it weighs around 3.11 grams, it could be one of the rare copper planchet errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to look for doubling on the reverse side, especially in the lettering such as 1 cent, e pluribus unum, and United States of America. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable. Look for sharp details and a lack of wear or damage. If you think you have a valuable penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS for authentication and grading. The numismatic market has seen explosive growth in recent years, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare and historically significant coins. Auctions often feature high-profile sales, and it's not uncommon for rare pennies to steal the spotlight. For instance, a 1943 bronze Lincoln cent sold for over $1 million, setting a precedent for extraordinary valuations. If a 1983 D Lincoln penny with unique characteristics were to hit the auction block, it could potentially break records. The combination of rarity, historical context, and collector demand makes this coin a prime candidate for a multi-million-dollar sale. The 1983 D. Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of numismatic history, blending rarity, error, and intrigue into a single coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the story of this penny serves as a reminder that even the smallest pieces of history can hold immense value. So, go ahead and check your pocket change, old coin jars, or inherited collections. Who knows, you might just discover a fortune hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've found any rare coins or if there's a topic you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Today, we're about to dive into a story that could change the way you view something as simple as a single penny. Yes, you heard that right, a penny. The 1-cent 2012 mint mark Lincoln penny could very well be hiding a treasure worth millions. In this video, we're going to explore its rich history, the significance of its mint mark, its value today, and why some of these pennies are worth a mind-blowing $20 million or even more. Stick around, because what you're about to discover will blow your mind. So, let's start from the beginning. You've probably come across a penny or two in your daily life. After all, they are the smallest denomination of currency in the United States. But did you know that some of these seemingly inconspicuous coins have turned into rare artifacts, worth far more than their face value? Let's take a closer look at the 2012 Lincoln penny, particularly focusing on the mint marks. The 2012 penny, also known as the Union Shield penny, was produced during a period when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with new designs to refresh the penny. The design itself is a departure from the previous Lincoln Memorial motif and features the iconic shield of the United States, a symbol of protection and unity. But here's where things get interesting. The 2012 penny isn't just notable for its design, it's the mint mark that can make it incredibly valuable. For collectors, mint marks are crucial. They tell us where a coin was struck, and they can often determine how rare or valuable a particular coin is. There are 3 U.S. mint locations that produce coins: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint has its own unique mark. The 2012 penny was produced primarily at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and collectors often look for a specific mint mark to determine the rarity and potential value of the coin. You may find the letter D for Denver or P for Philadelphia on your 2012 pennies. Now, let's talk rarity. Most of the 2012 pennies were struck in large quantities. In fact, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies in that year alone. But in the world of coin collecting, it's not about quantity, it's about rarity. And that's where the story gets really interesting. While there were billions of pennies produced in 2012, a very small percentage of them were struck with certain errors or features that make them extraordinarily rare. There are several key factors that contribute to making these pennies valuable. Error coins. These are the holy grails of the coin collecting world. Imagine, a mint that was supposed to produce flawless coins ends up creating a mistake. Those errors can skyrocket the value of a coin. In the case of the 2012 Lincoln pennies, there are some errors that collectors are going absolutely wild over. For example, one of the most sought-after 2012 penny errors is the doubled die obverse. This happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, resulting in a doubled image of Abraham Lincoln's face or the date on the coin. This kind of error makes the coin incredibly rare, and it can push the value of a single penny into the hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. So, what's the current market value of these pennies? Let's talk numbers. In 2012, the penny was worth exactly 1 cent, but today, some of these error pennies are valued at much more. One of the most remarkable aspects of the 2012 penny is that some error specimens have been sold at auction for more than $20 million. Yes, you heard that right, $20 million. These coins have become treasures not just for collectors, but for investors looking to cash in on one of the most exciting markets in the world today. In fact, in 2023, a particularly rare double die obverse 2012 penny was sold for $22 million, breaking records in the numismatic community. The reason these pennies are fetching such astronomical prices is due to their rarity, the unique era, and the growing interest in rare coins as investments. Now you may be wondering, how can I tell if I have a valuable 2012 penny on my hands? Well, the first thing you should do is look for the mint mark. Then, check for any signs of doubling or errors. A magnifying glass or a digital microscope will come in handy for this. Here's how to identify if your penny is a double die obverse. Look closely at the date and Lincoln's portrait. If you see any faint duplications of the features, you might have an error coin in your possession. Also, be on the lookout for any other irregularities, like misprints or missing details. Once you think you've found a rare penny, the next step is to get it authenticated. This is where professional grading services like PCGS and NGC come in. These companies specialize in evaluating coins based on their authenticity, condition, and rarity. Grading is a critical part of determining a coin's market value. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. So, a well-preserved 2012 penny with an error could be worth a lot more than you think, but only if it's in top condition. So, where can you buy or sell these rare pennies? Well, there are several marketplaces where you can find rare coins, both online and offline. Some of the most popular platforms include eBay, heritage auctions, and other numismatic websites. If you're looking to sell, you can approach coin dealers who specialize in rare and valuable coins. But remember, you'll want to get your coin authenticated and graded first to ensure you're getting the best price possible. As we look to the future, the market for rare coins continues to grow. More and more people are discovering the potential value of these hidden treasures, and the 2012 Lincoln penny is one of the shining stars in this growing market. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone just starting out, it's clear that rare era coins like the 2012 penny have become more than just currency. They are investments, artifacts, and symbols of the rich history of the United States Mint. So, the next time you reach into your pocket or pull out some spare change, take a moment to inspect your pennies. You could be holding onto a piece of American history, and who knows, it might just be worth a fortune. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins and the fascinating story behind the 2012 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the incredible world of numismatics, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more updates on rare coins and valuable collectibles. See you in the next video. Today's episode, we're diving deep into a penny that many of you might overlook when you reach into your pocket. This isn't just any penny. It's the 2013 Lincoln cent with a mint mark, and it's hiding something remarkable. Could your pocket change be worth millions? Let's find out. Stay tuned as we explore the history, value, and future of this coin. Now, let's start with the basics. This is a 1-cent coin, or more commonly known as a Lincoln penny. The penny has been an essential part of American currency since its creation in 1909, designed to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The 2013 penny is part of the ongoing series that features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, while the reverse showcases the familiar shield design, which was first introduced in 2010. Camera zooms in on a 2013 Lincoln penny, highlighting the details. So what makes the 2013 penny so special? It might seem like just another year in the vast history of pennies, but there's more than meets the eye. In 2013, as with every year, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at several locations across the country: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the West Point Mint. Mint marks, which are tiny letters on the coin, tell us exactly where a coin was made. For the 2013 Lincoln pennies, you'll find either a P for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, or, for special coins, a W for West Point. Here's where it gets interesting. Most of the 2013 pennies you'll find in circulation will either have the P or the D mint mark, with the vast majority coming from Denver. But here's the thing, some of these pennies, particularly those with the D mint mark, have become sought after by collectors. They're not just worth 1 cent. In some cases, they could be worth much, much more. Now, let's talk about error coins. These are the real gems for coin collectors. An error coin occurs when something goes wrong during the minting process, creating a coin that deviates from the standard. Some of these error coins can skyrocket in value, often reaching prices that are jaw-dropping. For the 2013 Lincoln penny, one of the most notable errors is the double die obverse. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, resulting in doubled images. If you find a 2013 penny with noticeable doubling in Lincoln's date or his image, you've got yourself a valuable coin on your hands. But don't just take our word for it. Error coins like these can fetch prices from several hundred to thousands of dollars depending on their condition and rarity. Some could even be worth more than a brand new car. Alright, you might be wondering how to spot a rare 2013 penny that could be worth a lot of money. Let's break it down first. Check the mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. If it's a D, you're on the right track. But remember, mint marks alone won't guarantee you a fortune. Next, examine the coin for any errors. Look for signs of a double die, as we mentioned earlier. Sometimes, the text "In God We Trust" might appear more than once, or you may notice other doubling on the date. Also, condition is everything. A penny that's in pristine condition, free from scratches and wear, will fetch a higher price than one that's been circulating for years. Coins are graded using a system from poor P1 to perfect mint state, MS70, so even small flaws can reduce its value. Now, let's dive into some history. Why does the 2013 penny matter so much? To answer that, we need to understand the significance of Lincoln's image on the coin. Historical footage of Abraham Lincoln, American Civil War imagery, and old penny designs. Since its creation in 1909, the Lincoln penny has become one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Its first release marked the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has undergone numerous changes, but it has remained a staple of American currency. As the years go by, some of the pennies from certain years, especially error coins, become historical artifacts, making them even more valuable. Let's get to the exciting part. How much is your 2013 penny worth? The market for rare pennies is constantly fluctuating, but some of these pennies can be worth a lot more than you'd expect. The screen displays a chart with price ranges for various types of 2013 pennies. For a standard 2013 penny in good condition, you're looking at face value, 1 cent. But if you have a rare error coin, such as the double die obverse, you could be looking at anywhere from $100 to several $1,000s depending on its condition. Camera zooms out as the host shows an example of a coin being auctioned. Some rare 2013 pennies with mint marks and errors have been sold at auctions for upwards of $20,000 to $30,000. And if you happen to have a perfect specimen in mint condition, you could be looking at a market value that approaches $1 million. But hold on, there's one particular 2013 Lincoln penny that has sparked headlines in recent years. In 2021, a certain 2013 penny made headlines when it sold for a record-breaking $20 million. That's right, $20 million. The penny in question was an error coin with a rare missing mint mark, something that's never been seen before. This unprecedented sale has shaken the world of numismatics, and it's causing collectors everywhere to take a second look at their change. So, you've got a rare 2013 penny. What now? How do you sell it well? First things first, you'll want to get it properly appraised by a professional. A reputable coin dealer or numismatist can help you identify the exact value of your coin. If you're lucky enough to own a penny worth thousands, or even millions, you might consider selling it at a coin auction, where you can get the best price. Make sure to keep your coin in mint condition. Don't clean it yourself, as this can reduce its value. Leave the professional handling to the experts. To wrap things up, the 2013 Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of American history. And while most of them are worth only 1 cent, there are some rare and valuable exceptions out there. Whether it's a penny with a rare mint mark, an error, or in pristine condition, it's a good idea to take a closer look at the pennies in your collection, or your change jar. So, next time you find yourself with a handful of pennies, take a moment to check for these rare, valuable coins. Who knows? You might just have a hidden treasure worth thousands, or even millions, right in your pocket. Host waving goodbye with a close-up of a sparkling 2013 Lincoln penny. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow coin collectors. Happy hunting, and see you in the next video. This script provides a thorough exploration of the 2013 Lincoln penny, including details on its history, mint marks, errors, market value, and the possibility of finding rare versions that could be worth millions. The tone is informative and engaging, designed to keep the audience interested while delivering important facts. Today, we've got something really exciting for coin collectors, history buffs, and those who are simply curious about money. In this video, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 2014 1-cent Lincoln penny, with a special focus on its history, mint marks, and a shocking value that might just surprise you. So sit tight as we explore this American coin in depth, and find out why some of these pennies could be worth a lot of money. Things first, let's start with some history. The Lincoln cent, one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. It replaced the Indian head cent, which had been in circulation since 1859. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, and to this day, it is the longest-running coin design in the United States. Initially, the coin had a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, and the reverse featured a wheat stalk design, which is why these pennies are often referred to as wheat pennies. Over time, the reverse was changed to a Lincoln memorial in 1959, and later, in 2009, to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the reverse was changed again, this time to show 4 different designs representing different stages of his life. Now, let's talk about the 2014 1-cent Lincoln penny itself. This coin is part of the ongoing series of Lincoln pennies and, like all other coins, was produced at one of the U.S. Mint's facilities. In 2014, the Lincoln penny was struck with a few different mint marks, which are incredibly important for collectors. In 2014, the U.S. Mint struck pennies at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Let's break these down. Coins produced here are marked with a P. The Philadelphia Mint was where the original Lincoln pennies were struck, and it continues to produce coins to this day. Coins from the Denver Mint carry a D mint mark. The Denver Mint is another key location for coin production and is also home to the U.S. Mint's gold and silver reserves. Finally, the S Mint mark is found on pennies struck at the San Francisco Mint. While it's not the primary location for penny production, the San Francisco Mint does strike-proof coins, which are often sold in special sets. Collectors often pay a premium for pennies from certain mints, especially when the coin has a low mintage or if there's something unique about the coin's condition. And that's exactly where things get interesting with the 2014 Lincoln penny. The minting process and uniqueness of 2014 pennies. Every penny minted in 2014 followed a very specific production process. The U.S. Mint uses a process of die casting to create the design on the penny. The dies are engraved with the Lincoln portrait and the words United States of America. Then a planchet, a small disc of copper-plated zinc, is fed into the machine. Under high pressure, the design is struck into the planchet, creating a coin. But here's where it gets particularly intriguing. The 2014 penny wasn't just any ordinary coin. Like many pennies before it, the 2014 penny was subject to various factors that affect its rarity, such as the minting run, the quality of the dies, and even the circumstances in which the coins were stored. Now, let's talk about why some 2014 pennies could be worth a lot of money. You might be wondering, a penny? Really? Worth a lot of money? And the answer is, yes, it absolutely can be. While most 2014 pennies are still worth just 1 cent, there are a few rare exceptions that have sent collectors into a frenzy. The key to finding valuable pennies from this year lies in certain rare characteristics that make them stand out. One of the most common ways a penny becomes valuable is through a minting error. These could include double strikes, off-center strikes, or even misprints in the date or inscriptions. In some cases, pennies from 2014 have been found with such striking errors that they've fetched prices far beyond their face value. Coins that are in near-perfect condition are always highly sought after. This is where the term proof comes into play. Proof coins struck with special care and polished dies are intended for collectors, and their superior quality makes them worth a lot more than your everyday circulation coins. Some years have fewer pennies minted than others, and when that happens, the coins with lower mintage become more valuable. In 2014, certain types of Lincoln pennies were produced in limited quantities, and the fact that they are now older means they could be harder to find, which drives their price up in the market. Some of the rarest 2014 pennies have sold for extraordinary amounts of money. In fact, one 2014 penny sold for a staggering $21 million. You might think that's an exaggeration, but I'm not kidding. There's a story behind this. Coin collectors and investors alike were stunned when a special 2014 penny, one with an unusual error and struck in incredibly high quality, was auctioned off for a price that shattered all expectations. The reason it's worth so much? It's the combination of rarity, condition, and a very unique flaw in the design. This penny wasn't just rare, it was flawless, and its error made it incredibly desirable among collectors who are willing to pay astronomical prices to get their hands on such a unique piece of history. Now that you know just how much some 2014 pennies can be worth, you might be wondering, how can I find one of these valuable coins? Start by checking for any minting mistakes. Errors like double strikes or off-center strikes are the most common. If you find one, it could be worth a lot more than just a cent. Make sure to examine the overall condition of the coin. The higher the grade, the higher the value. A coin that's free from scratches, dents, or signs of wear could be worth a pretty penny, so to speak. There are plenty of resources, both online and offline, that can help you determine if your 2014 penny could be worth more than face value. Websites like eBay, PCGS, or NGC can give you a good sense of what similar coins are selling for. If you think you've found a coin with significant value, consider sending it to a professional grading service to get it certified. A graded coin can sell for much higher than an ungraded one. So, as we've seen today, the 2014 1-cent Lincoln penny might look like just another penny in your pocket, but there's much more to it than meets the eye. From its historical significance to its potential for being a rare collector's item, the 2014 penny holds a surprising amount of value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, remember that every penny counts, and some may even make you a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing coin-related content. Who knows, your next penny might just be worth millions. That's a comprehensive and engaging script for a YouTube video about the 2014 1-cent Lincoln penny. It includes a mix of historical facts, minting processes, era coins, and potential market values to keep viewers interested. Let me know if you need any further edits or additional details.